Hi, I'm Aishwarya, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about hair, so let's get started. So the first and foremost thing is that if you are experiencing hair fall or hair loss of any sort, though one of the major problems which occurs in most of the individuals is that something is lacking inside your body. So rather than buying any gimmicky products which claim to help your hair, it's not really going to do anything of that sort. It's just a marketing technique. So I would suggest you to save your hair from any of those products and just eat healthy, drink a lot of water, and get yourself tested because something is wrong inside of you. Please eat clean, don't eat fried food, preservatives, and all of that processed stuff. Like, that's really bad for your health. And of course, you can eat that once or twice a month, which is absolutely fine, but don't eat it again and again, like maybe twice a week, once a week. That doesn't make sense. Eat it once or twice a month, max. I was experiencing a lot of hair fall. I was like, what the hell is wrong? And that is in late 2018. And later on, I got myself tested and I found out that the hemoglobin levels of my body have dropped significantly, and that is why I was experiencing that hair fall issue. I took some medication, whichever the doctor prescribed to me. I don't remember the name. And any which ways, you never really take supplements until and unless your doctor prescribes those to you. So that is something which you have to keep in mind no matter what happens. So what I did was, after the medication was completed, I did see a little bit of difference in my hair. I mean, it had stopped falling as much as it used to, but it was still falling. So in the months of November and December of 2019, what I did was I was eating very clean. I had stopped eating outside. And mind you, I have a page called Thegobbleupcrunch on Instagram, and I post all the food over there, but it doesn't mean that I eat that much on an everyday basis. Sometimes those videos are 6 months old, sometimes those videos are 2 months old. But I don't eat that junk food on an everyday basis. I eat very clean. I was eating like normally, nothing special, and from January I made sure that I reduced the sugar intakes. And I tossed the white sugar and I got the organic cane sugar, that's brown sugar, and that's not refined, because even brown sugar is refined to, that light brown sugar is refined up to a certain extent, but that dark brown sugar is not refined. The organic cane sugar, that one is really good. So I started consuming that. I any which ways do not like any oil or sugar into my diet. And at this point, I've completely eliminated all sugar, and I feel that is something which definitely helps you in terms of not only hair, but like your overall health. From January 2020, I had almost cut down on my sugar, and if I was consuming it, I was only having organic cane sugar. Now, I'm not fond of sweets. I hate sweet taste. I don't like it at all. So that is something which was really easy for me. Also, I reduced my oil consumption. I eliminated oil sort of, and if I was consuming oil, it was only ghee, and that's it. And that was only like 1 or 2 tablespoons at the most, and not more. And I started consuming a lot of fruits. Also, this video is not about my diet. I'm going to make another video on that. So you can subscribe to my channel and I'll make another one on that. Next, from January, what I did was that I started applying oil. So brand sent me 3 of its oils, extra virgin almond oil, extra virgin coconut oil, and olive oil. I had those lying around, so I was like, might as well use these. And this is not a product placement, don't worry, I'm not going to name the brand. Now, I was using that almond oil into my hair, and I used to apply it thrice a week. Not once, not twice, but thrice, my ladies. I used to massage it in and all of that stuff. And then I used to let it in my hair overnight. I used to braid my hair and I used to sleep, and then the next morning I used to comb my hair, and then I used to hop into the shower. Now, one more thing. While you shampoo your hair, that is very important. Please do not squeeze out that bottle of shampoo and rub it into your palms and apply it. Please don't. Just take a little bit amount of shampoo, whatever is required by your hair, dilute it in around this much of water into a mug or glass or whatever, and then pour it onto your hair. If you can, go for some sulfate-free shampoos, because sulfates are really harsh. Also, if you flip your bottle around, you're going to see water. The first ingredient of your shampoo is going to be water or aqua, and the second ingredient is going to be either sodium lauryl sulfate or sodium laureth sulfate if you already don't use sulfate-free shampoos. So sodium lauryl sulfate is a little more harsher than sodium laureth sulfate, but both are harsh, and that is what causes the frizz in the hair. If you're buying a shampoo, just make sure that the shampoo is either translucent or transparent, because that is definitely way better than the shampoo which is opaque, because it has got dyes. So don't really use that shampoo. It is not really that good for your hair. Please, my friends, doesn't matter if you apply oil, you don't apply oil, please condition your hair. Conditioning is very, very, very important. Okay, now just take conditioner, apply it from mid-lengths to the ends, right? This is your mid-length and this is your end. Please apply it till hair. Do not put it into your scalp, otherwise you're going to experience hair fall, and then don't come to me and don't blame me that you said apply conditioner. No, I said apply conditioner, but do not apply it to your scalp. After I was done shampooing my hair, I used to wrap it around in a normal towel. No, I don't use that cotton t-shirt. You should probably use it. But I used to wrap it in a towel for maybe 5 minutes so that the towel gets the excess water out of my hair. And then I used to flip my hair and I used to put it in front of a heater. I know. Don't blow dry your hair. Don't use any heating tools onto your hair if you want it to survive. And if you don't want it to survive, then well, it's a different thing. But I would want you to not use any heating tools. But it was freezing cold and I wanted my hair to dry. My focus was that my scalp should be dry. I don't care if the ends are wet. I don't mind that. But my scalp has to be dry. So I just flipped my hair in front of a heater at about this much distance, and it would dry within like 5-10 minutes. I just wanted my scalp to dry. If this much of hair dries, I'm good to go. After that, I used to apply serum. You can use any serum. All of those work same. Doesn't matter if it's very expensive, very cheap. Doesn't matter. Like, go for a brand, of course. Don't buy anything. But yeah, again, with serum, you have to apply it from the mid-ends till the ends. Do not apply that thing to your scalp. Do not apply anything to your scalp other than your oil and shampoo. If you don't have a serum, you can just take 2 drops of whatever oil you use. You have to rub it in your hands, otherwise your hair is going to be greasy. And I take some serum. I take quite a lot of serum because I have long hair. I rub it in and then I put it into my hair. I flip my hair and I also put it like that. Now, one thing which you have to keep in mind, that serums are really lightweight. They don't really add oil, but they do help tame the frizz. If I show you this video, this was shot in February. You can see the frizz in my hair. And today is 29th October. It's 12 a.m. So it's 29th October while I'm filming this video, and you can see that there's not much frizz into my hair. You have to keep your expectations to be realistic. You can't say that your hair is going to turn into this, because no, sweetie, this is an ad, this is fake, it's enhanced digitally. If you're using some mask and you apply it, until and unless it's something which is, like, even if it's natural, it might not suit you. I used to apply curd to my hair and it just ruined the texture. So some things don't suit some people, and you have to be experimental. Yet you have to be careful that everything you use would have some chemical, even if it's natural, right? Within 15 days, I saw that my hair fall stopped. And mind you, I'm not talking about 50-20 strands coming out of your hair, and that's not stopping, my friends. I could literally count 6 hair came out of my hair when I used to oil it. Around 7 to 8 hair came out after I was combing it after the serum. Nothing came out in the shampoo, like 2 or 3 hair at the most. So it was something which I could count, and I could never ever count my hair fall. So that is something which is definitely changed. In 15 days, it literally like stopped, I would say. I was using extra virgin almond oil. After it ended, I switched to olive oil. And initially when I changed the oil, I definitely experienced slight increase in the hair fall. I mean, I told you, I used to have 6 hair strands after oiling, but I noticed around 10 to 15 hair strands after oiling. So definitely, if you are using any product, make sure it's whichever oil you are using, just make sure it's extra virgin. If you're using coconut oil, go for extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil. Now, I'm someone who has been using coconut oil my entire life, but I do feel like virgin oils are way better and almond oil worked for me. But still, like, currently I'm using extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil, and it is gonna finish within, I think, a month or so. After that, I'm gonna buy almond oil. Also, don't run after brands and what these brands are endorsing. Go for something which is like pretty clean, natural. Or also, there are many shops wherein you can literally give like 1 or 2 kgs of almonds, and whatever the oil is extracted out of those, they either extract it in front of your eyes or behind you, but they do it with the almonds which you gave. That oil is extracted out from the almonds you gave. It doesn't have any preservatives, so the shelf life is around 3 to 6 months, and that is the time period within which I think you should be able to finish your oil. So oiling helps, even massaging helps. I used to do that thrice a week until June, because in the last week of June, that is the 4th week of June, I started experiencing hair fall, and it was not something which I was used to since the past 6 months, I would say. I'm someone whose hair sheds like crazy in the months of monsoon. So it is something wrong with monsoon and me that we never go, and it is something I was expecting. I mean, I know monsoon is coming, so I have to get ready for losing my hair, and that's fine. Now it's October. I don't experience a hair fall. I don't have issues with my hair at all. So there were a few things which I was dealing with in my hair. My hair was bleached. I got it bleached in 2016 June, and I got it bleached again, disaster of my life, in 2017 June. But being a smart ass woman that I was, I just bleached it from here and here. Again, I told you, do not go for these global hair colors. They are going to ruin your hair in the long run. It's not going to be evident in the first 8 to 10 months. After that, you are definitely going to see a difference in the texture of your hair. I have super straight hair. And you know what? My hair turned to wavy hair. You see this? This is straight hair until here. And why is this wave? I never had waves in my hair. My hair was super duper pin straight. And now I have waves and I have to deal with them. But I have a hobby of chopping my hair. It definitely works. It makes your ends look better. Also with bleaching, I experienced hair thinning, which you can see right in this photo. Like, just look at that end. It's thin, and right now it's not as thin as it used to be because the color is almost gone. It's negligible, and it was definitely because of bleaching that my hair had become so brittle. Also, what happened is that on each strand, like let's say this is a strand, I used to notice white dots, just like sort of like dandruff, and if I used to pull it like so, my hair used to break. So I experienced breakage, dull hair, dry hair, damaged hair, rough hair, brittle ends, split ends, like all of it, hair fall, hair loss, everything. I experienced all of it, and at this point the only thing I'm concentrating on is bringing back my straight texture. I have received like most of it. You can see like this is straight hair. You've seen a difference in the texture, and that difference is only because of oiling, serum, and yeah, serum definitely maintains. Now if you want to know what I use for shampoo, I was using Tresemme. It suited me more. After that, currently I'm using Clear because that's the only thing. It has sulfate. It is not clear, and I am going to change it because it doesn't give me hair fall. It does give me frizzy hair. That is something I've noticed, and Tresemme is better for me. It suits me. It doesn't suit my mom. I do heavy oiling. I go crazy with oiling, and that is something which I do like every day. So my shampoo has to be strong enough to remove the oils. I do it thrice a week. I would not suggest you to shampoo your hair thrice a week. The reason simply being, first, you might not be oiling your hair enough, and second, it might deplete your scalp of the natural oils, and that is something which you have to keep in mind because my scalp is oily. Doesn't matter if I wash my hair once a week, doesn't matter if I wash my hair twice or thrice a week, my hair is oily and my scalp is oily, my ends are very dry. I also apply hair oil over hair. I don't really know if it helps or not, but it definitely tames down my frizz, and that is something I have definitely noticed over a period of time. So this is something which I've been doing for the 10 months, and it has definitely been working. I don't understand why, but people don't really comb their hair. Hello ladies, comb your hair. It's something which needs to be combed. It's something which should not be tangled. Like, hello, it should not be tangled. Don't overbrush your hair, but definitely comb it through. And while sleeping, and like most of the time, I do not clutch my hair up in a bun. I do that. I did that in monsoon, and I definitely experienced hair fall, as I mentioned. Part of it was because of the weather change, and part of it was definitely because of I was clutching up my hair because it was so hot and humid that I could not really braid my hair. It was just irritating me. But currently, like after I'm done with this filming, I'm just gonna braid my hair and I'm gonna sleep. It should not be tight enough that you have a headache. It should be just loose enough for it to not really open and get tangled, because you don't want tangled hair, right? Comb your hair at least once a day or maximum twice a day. Don't do it like more than that, because I know you don't even comb your hair once, and I have been there, done that. In 2019 February, I had over here I had this thick knot. Just imagine this thick knot, and all of that hair fell. I had to chop it. It was not getting solved. It was tangled so bad, and like that was really bad. So don't land up in those situations. I'm trying something which is very natural. I am gonna update you. Also, if you would like to watch me, my makeup and all of that stuff, consider subscribing. If you want to follow my food page, you can follow me at Thegobbleupcrunch on Instagram. If you want to follow my page, then you can follow me at Gupta on Instagram. And I will be coming up with another video. I am trying a bunch of natural remedies. I'm going to update you whether it works or not. If it does, great, because I am experimenting. I hope it does. I am going to update you after 2 months, which is going to be in somewhere around last week of December or first week of January. The reason being, I need to try something for at least 60 days because it takes around 15-20 days to see if something is happening. And with hair, I think it's going to take a little bit more than that. So I will be trying it out for 2 months. After that, I'm going to update you. And for that, you will have to subscribe to my channel. So you can subscribe over there. If you would like to watch more, I do makeup vlogs, sometimes food. You can watch those over here. And with that out of the way, I hope you subscribe. Consider subscribing. Please subscribe. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to see you in my next video. So until we meet, Toodles, take care. And yeah, we'll meet soon. Mwah. Toodles.